All right. Oh, damn. Humphrey Bogart was born in 1899.
Sorry.
Holy shit. Just like the concept of people being born in the 1800s is a lot for me.
Well,
Welcome to When Harry Dumps Sally. I'm Tess Menzies.
Sasha Vidic.
This is a podcast where we watch a rom-com. We talk about the main relationship in the rom-com and we say how long we think the couple's going to stay together after the credits roll.
And who breaks up with who? Why, huh?
Hey. And today we watch Sabrina,
1995 film, which I guess is a remake from the 1954.
which is a remake from a play.
Oh, true.
So huge. This is our July dump pick.
Pick.
Dump pick. This was requested by Teresa, who is also my mother.
Ooh,
So if
Teresa,
my mom subscribs to our Patreon,
why don't
you know it's
you?
good. You know it's good. Why are you not?
Yeah, I think that's pretty meaningful.
And this is not a nepotism pick. You know, anybody can get a dump pick
Oh,
if
for
you
sure.
subscribe to. She's not a nepo mom
No,
at all.
no, she's not
She's
a.
not getting shit.
Does nepotism work that way too? Because I thought it was kind of only downward sort of thing.
I think that it's typically only downward, but I I wonder if parents like, okay, what's her face? The Kelsey, Mama Kelsey. I feel like that's an upwards nepotism. Travis Kelsey's mom and Jason
Oh,
Kelsey.
interesting, interesting. Okay.
Like she was on the most recent season of Traitors, and it's like, who the fuck is she?
Oh,
Why was she on it? And like that feels like reverse nepotism.
reverse nepotism, upwards nepotism,
Yeah.
well, up nepotism. Mm-hmm.
It is not common, but possible.
It can happen.
Anything's possible in this great country.
Yes, you are. Thank you, America. Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you so much for the suggestion. Um, uh, Sabrina, 1995. I had not seen this, shockingly, despite apparently my mom liking this movie.
I found out that my friend Molly, her mom loves the old one, the Audrey Hepburn
Oh, okay.
1994. Yeah.
Oh, Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah, when you think
Probably a
about
good
that,
version.
you're like, oh, I could see how this lady's just
Hmm.
like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
We had for this version, our couple who ends up together is Sabrina, Julia Ormond, and Linus Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford, yeah. Harrison Ford is like old now, but he still looks the same as he did. However,
I feel like
that
he
was.
has always been a crotchety old
Yeah.
man, but like in a hot way. Like Harrison Ford is hot. I
Yeah.
think he's still hot. I'll take shrinking Harrison Ford. Listen.
100%. I think we're shrinking Harrison Ford to this Harrison Ford, to be perfectly honest.
Okay. I think yeah, this wasn't my favorite Harrison Ford. I
No,
feel like, I'm partial to like a Han Solo Harrison Ford, but
but
you
yes.
know.
Hmm.
I did feel like, and we'll get into the relationship. Harrison Ford, despite being attractive and commonly a leading man, I don't feel like he has like romantic chemistry with people. Like anytime, like in Star Wars, Han Solo and Leia end up together, and him and Carrie Fisher did hook up during the filming of Star Wars,
Wow.
and still no on-screen chemistry between these two.
Ah, do you think that you've never seen him have chemistry with anyone?
I don't know. That
Really?
was what I struggled with this relationship was I
Yeah.
was like, I, well, there's a few things, but I was like, I don't know if I buy, like, I kind of wanted there to be chemistry between them.
Or, ah,
Hmm.
yeah. I think what's tough for me is, I was watching this, and Tess is gonna be like, "Oh, of course, this is the kind of guy you love because he's all fucked up."
I was watching it and I was like, Natasha's into this, isn't she?
The reason I actually was not is like he was
Uh-huh.
too borderline evil the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Like manipulative.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that was
You're
tough.
like, I like the emotional distance, but not, don't manipulate me.
Yeah, I want like a better balance between my father and my mother.
Yeah, yeah.
Father,
And this one leaned which direction?
father.
Father. Oof, yikes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's rough.
Give me the emotional distance of my mother.
Should we say, okay, the other thing is,
Yes.
so I looked it up. Sabrina is supposed to be 22 in this movie. Julia Ormond was like 30. And then Greg Kinnear, he plays David, and he was 32 during the filming of this. Harrison Ford was 53. And but I'm like, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the age their characters were supposed to be, but I couldn't figure out like what is the age gap that we're experiencing here.
This
It's
is
got to be at a minimum 10 years.
100% minimum 10 years. I will say I watched the trailer of the other Sabrina, the
Hmm.
original film Sabrina, and the age gap there, so much more horrifying.
Oh yeah.
The dudes in there look so much older, both of them. And Audrey Hepburn looks like, young Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah. Oh, it's Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah, and maybe I just haven't seen him in things, but I don't really get what the deal was, at least from the trailer. I'm just like, this is a really old guy.
I want to know what year they're like try to get a sense, because also people just like didn't do skincare in the 50s, so it's really like hard to know.
It is hard to know.
All right. Oh, damn. Humphrey Bogart was born in 1899.
Sorry.
Holy shit. Just like the concept of people being born in the 1800s is a
Younger than
lot for
that.
me. But that means in 54, he would have only been
Like comparable.
55. He was 2 years older
Yeah.
than
Here's,
Harrison Ford.
yeah.
Audrey Hepburn is born in 1929. So
So,
yeah, we're getting like a 30-year age gap
yeah.
there.
Yeah. And
It's
then
probably meant to be.
who knows, maybe in the 50s they're like, yeah, so.
Well, of
So
course, in the
what?
50s, they were like, yeah, so. In the 50s, they were like, you're fucking lucky that a rich man wants you.
100% you child, happy
And
days.
I guess we'll talk more about this, but I was very on the edge between like, girl, live your life, and like, I'll take his money.
Then live your life.
Yes.
Yeah,
How soon is he going to die is my question. And
soon.
unfortunately, it doesn't seem soon enough.
Yeah, no.
And what's the point of being with a rich old man if he's not gonna die?
Hmm. Yeah, and especially like if she marries him, that puts another 10 years on his life, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Uh-huh.
true. So in the end, they
Yeah.
really haven't been together long though, and not really in a dating capacity.
Nope.
And he kind of just shows up in
Yeah,
Paris.
at her place, creepy.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. And then
Yeah.
it's like then we see them like kiss and the next day or whatever period of time jump forward, we don't know. They're like making out on a bridge in Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are dating or whatever. All right. Should we do our countdown?
Yeah.
All right.
Give me a second.
I'm open to a lot with this one.
Okay. Three.
3, 2,
This
1,
one.
one
I
year.
started with the year.
I was considering 6 months as well.
I started
But
the
I
year
also
with
could see it being forever.
Okay, tell me more about Forever because I don't fully disagree, but yeah, what do you
I think so. The part of me that wants 1 year
Yeah,
for her is I'm like, girl, well, she has money
she
now.
has
Her
money.
dad, she finds out in the end, her dad has been saving up all of this money.
Yeah,
So she is okay financially. She doesn't necessarily need him. And I'm like, Paris is great. I love Paris. I'm like, live in Paris,
In
girl.
Paris.
You
Yeah.
can work at Vogue in
Uh-huh.
Paris.
You
Like, you could have a fabulous little life.
can date your weird little photography guy you dated before.
Hmm.
Like, live.
Yeah. You're only 22. Like,
Exactly.
so what I want for her is to not stay with this man and to have a life that I think would probably be more fulfilling. But the forever part of me is like, she grew up very poor. Her dad was like the help for this family. Like, there might be a level of, even though now she has this money,
Yeah.
there might be a level of like being able to be taken care of by this wealthy man might be appealing to her.
Yeah, it could be nice.
But I don't know that she needs it, and I don't really want it for her.
Yeah. I could see her having like a year of it being fun to like open this man up more, show him life and fun experiences. They have a fun time and shut up. But only for a year, and then I feel like kind of be like, okay, he's still like this crotchety guy while I'm in Paris,
Hmm.
France. Like he's kind
And
of
you're young. You're young. You're beautiful. You
yeah,
like don't waste your youth on this old
yeah.
man.
I can't. I feel like at some point she's gotta like,
Unless he's going full sugar daddy where she is allowed to like live her life, which he was about to do also. When he
what?
was like gonna buy her that ticket and get her an apartment, I was like, take this
Here,
offer,
yes,
girl.
uh
That's a
huh.
great offer.
It's
So
perfect.
if he would be a good sugar daddy, but like a life partner,
I don't see it.
it doesn't seem like fun.
No, I think he's gonna suck. And she's only in her early 20s. Like she's got
She's
so
so
much
young.
that's gonna happen to her. I just don't think she's gonna stick around for that long.
No, but she also, we have seen, was obsessed with this David guy. So she's got like
Yeah,
issues with really attaching herself and being obsessed with men.
it
So,
happens to the best of
but I was like, is she over David? I don't know.
I think she is over David, but I think it's easy to be obsessed when you have that kind of distance.
Hmm.
Never actually interacted with him. She's gonna be stuck with this guy living with him.
But there's probably gonna be distance. He's not gonna be around. He's gonna be working all the time.
I think for like a good like 6 months he's not gonna be working. The idea is his brother's taken over his whole company.
Oh, yeah, but that's not gonna work.
Like how long can it work for?
David's not gonna be good at that.
Oh, he's like, I can't
David,
see. That's how he ends.
yeah, he's like, I'll run the company. You go to Paris. And it's like, that's lasting a week. David is not keeping this job. David doesn't know the company's failing in 2 weeks if David stays in charge. So
Completely
mom's
agree.
calling up Linus and she's like, get the fuck back here.
Yeah.
David is ruining the company.
So since I don't want like sorry, since I don't read the summaries beforehand, I don't know who ends up with who. So for a sec in the beginning, I'm like, oh great, the doctor's gonna end up with Harrison Ford. That makes sense.
Hmm.
And she's gonna end up with her weird little dumb guy for some reason. And that makes
Yeah.
so
Big twist.
I know.
I mean, the doctor deserves better as well, but maybe she
Yes,
likes taking care of a stupid man.
I guess so. It
She's
happens.
like, I have enough brains for the both of us.
I'm gonna manage this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I we'll go through. I'll see if I can be pitched on forever, but I have a hard time imagining more than a year.
Yeah. I'm honestly like, part of me now is going down to like a couple weeks
Oh, weeks.
because I'm like,
Woo!
if if the company starts failing because David can't run it,
Yeah.
and then Linus has to come back, is she
Yeah.
gonna leave Paris
No.
for him? I hope not. I think a lot of my wanting it to be lower is hope. And my forever is
Fear.
concern
Yeah.
that she's not gonna do that.
I think there could be a world where he like has to go back home or not a lot, and she gets to like live her life in Paris while they date.
Yes, have an affair.
They're
That's
friends.
so chic.
Yeah.
Oh my God, an affair in Paris is chic.
Hot. Hot. Yeah. So maybe there's that world where they could actually stay together a while if he's gone all of the time.
Yeah, which he probably will be
And the times he
just
comes back
given
can be
his
fun.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, but I think she needs to stay in Paris. It feels right for her.
Hmm. She won't leave Paris, but then again, she has her father who she likes.
Oh, yeah. And he's getting older.
She's
She's
getting
probably going to want to be around.
yeah. So I don't know. This could actually be a whole mess, and by mess I mean it could last
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah. A whole mess where it's like you are going to kind of waste a lot of your life living for other people, but that was kind of her character also. Like I felt like she didn't have a lot. Like everything she did revolved around other people.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I want her to stay in Paris. I'm like, develop a
Yeah,
personality.
live your life. And she was doing so good for a sec.
She
Yeah.
got a haircut, you know?
Changes everything.
And that's all you need.
After that, you're golden, apparently.
Yeah.
All right.
We start off once upon a time on the North Shore of Long Island. There was a large mansion, almost a castle,
Castle.
where there lived a family, Larrabee.
Larrabee.
Tons of people work there.
So many people. There's indoor tennis courts, outdoor tennis courts, indoor swimming pools, outdoor swimming pools. A chauffeur. Chauffeur?
Yes, the chauffeur is her dad
Yep.
is their chauffeur.
Daughter named Sabrina.
Yes.
And they try to
And
make
she
her look
they
like a nerd.
what?
They try to like make her look like a nerd, like they did the Hermione spin on her, like, oh,
They're like, "Oh, her hair's bad.
she has glasses.
She's not pretty."
Ugh.
And then it's like, oh, she got a haircut. She's
Wow.
pretty.
Took off her glasses. Gorgeous. How did we die?
None of us knew.
Oh. So I guess we like see her kind of climbing a tree watching a party at the place.
Yes, they were known for the parties that they gave. It never rained on the night of a Larrabee party. They wouldn't have stood for it.
Good for it. Women change the weather.
And they may. They seem powerful. Linus is the oldest son. He graduated from Yale at 19. Very smart.
Yep.
David is the youngest son. He is the playboy that she likes.
He was in and out of many schools and many relationships, and he always used these dumb lines on women. And I guess he was in a Gap ad.
And Greg Kinnear is very hot as well. Everyone was very attractive in this movie.
Yeah. I don't
Um,
like David, but I think he's too like borderline blonde coated for me.
yeah, you don't really like the boyish douchebag look, and I'm not proud of it, but it is something that I like.
Yep. Yep.
So, he had that going for him. There's something about it. I'm like, oh, you're so stupid.
Well done.
I'm like, oh, you little idiot. I'm going to blow your mind.
Big words. You're gonna be like, I've never heard of words.
Yeah.
um.
Dad's like, come down from the tree, and she asks her dad if she's funny because David likes women who make him laugh.
Yeah.
I don't
Ridiculous.
know. I also am like, she likes this guy, but she has, from her tree, watched him use the same moves on women over and over and over again. And
And
she's like, I can't wait for it to be me because he's gonna pick me. It's not gonna go the same way as these other women.
I don't even know that she knows it's gonna go different. I feel like she just
No, she's a little bit of a dummy. Well, at this point, she's 20
yeah.
because she goes to Paris for 2 years.
Oh, 2 years. I didn't realize.
This is what I looked up all of this because
Okay.
I was confused on age and timeline.
Yeah. It feels like when women are like, ooh, serial killers, and it's like you actually know exactly what happens here for each step, and you're like,
Yes.
wait,
They're like, not for me though.
not for me though.
And if for me, worth it.
Mhm. Me too.
So she goes home, she sees David and they're dancing, and Dad's kind of like, you spend too much time in that tree. And then we find out that she's going to Paris, and
Yeah.
she says to her dad, she's like, I'm worried that David will forget about me. And he says, how can he forget someone he doesn't know exists?
Love it. I love this.
Yeah. Hard to hear, but true.
So true. Yeah. So true. And then so she like steals a bottle of sherry from the kitchen and packs.
Hmm.
Um, And so she,
Linus is leaving the party. Mom's all mad about it.
and he
And
goes,
he's like putting something in David's room. Like she
yeah.
kind of sneaks in
Well,
to
she's
David's room.
in David's room and she's like, oh, maybe David's there. She assumes it's David. And so she's like, oh,
Hmm.
speech to him.
Oh, right. But it's just Linus. And she's like, don't, I came here to say goodbye. Don't come out. I'm going to Paris and I know you better than anyone else. You're a
Uh-huh.
wonderful person. Um,
And then Linus
some little
steps out
confession.
and he's like, hey, could you bring one of those Eiffel Tower paperweights?
Yeah, she's like, yeah. It's like, I'd like that. Thanks.
And so then she's in France working in Vogue, thank God. And that
It feels very Devil Wears Prada with like her, it's very Andy coded, very
oh
Anne
yeah,
Hathaway, like not,
not yet
bushy hair. And
vibe.
then eventually she, gets her hair cut.
Yeah,
So,
she's being like yelled at on set. She's bad at picking belts, and then one of the women say, "Don't worry, I tortured your boss, and she tortured you, and one day I'll get someone of your own to torture."
which is go to Paris, girl, get your person to torture, have a nice time.
Oh, I guess.
She like steps on a model's contact back when we had hard contacts.
Different life.
Yeah. I like Paul Giamatti is also just like
Yes,
randomly one of the staff at this
yes.
house. I
What a
love
great
and
staff.
yeah, I love and I assume this was early in Paul Giamatti's career that he had like this kind of just one or two lines
Yeah.
kind of role.
And one of them was like someone who plays a mom. It's not the mom in that '70s show, but she plays a mom in something else, like one of those other big shows.
Yeah.
It's fun. And one of the staff goes, oh, yeah, I was like obsessed with this guy. And it takes like 11 years to get better or get over it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I love
Terrible.
it.
Yeah.
um
So she's
I
back.
don't know. She's doing fashion shoots. It all reminded me very much of like America's Next Top Model type fashion shoots with like these
Insane.
gloves that are like spraying water and
Yes.
stuff.
Everything's wet. And at one point,
Yeah.
the picture, and he says, have a drink with me. He doesn't even look at her.
Hmm.
She's like, what? And he turns to her and she's like, oh. And so they like talk and they go out dancing and it seems fun.
Yeah.
And then we're back home, and David tells them like she met a woman, and she's a real woman. She's a pediatrician. This kid,
Also, sorry, just quickly back to Paris. So, yeah, at her place that she's staying, she has this giant picture of David on her bulletin board.
yeah,
And slowly, as she does more things in Paris, this is the first time she pins something on
on
top
the
of David's
picture,
picture. And
yeah,
so it's like slowly, like, oh, my life in Paris is overtaking my obsession with David.
love.
But yes, then David is telling Linus
Like I met a woman. She's a pediatrician. I met her at a party. A kid was having a thing.
she's not a bimbo.
Not a bimbo. And Linus was like, "Well, what happened to the kid that she was supposed to save?" And and he moves on. Yeah,
David's like, make me look good when you meet her. Lie. Like, her folks know you, so you got to make me look good. And this is Linus is like, who? Her last name's Tyson. It's Tyson Electronics family, not Tyson Chicken Nuggets.
that's
It's
all
the
I knew.
Tyson I know.
Yeah,
Maybe they did electronics and then they pivoted into chicken
you
nuggets.
always do classic pipeline. And so
And then Linus is kind of like, oh,
yeah,
business.
and
Bring her around.
he's in the car with his mom. Lines to the car with his mom. He's got the most ridiculous shit going on his laptop. Did you see this
The silly laptop, just like who knows, car phone,
car phone?
classic. He's
Uh,
buying Tyson stocks
yeah,
on his silly little laptop.
yeah, because he's like, hey, David's gonna date a Tyson. You know, this is gonna change everything.
I loved their mom also.
She's
She
so
was
funny.
very funny.
Clothes were ridiculous every time.
Yes, everything about her was outrageous.
Uh, and so, back in France, the woman who works at Vogue is like, you're obsessed with a fake guy. Go be like alone in cafe and figure out your shit and who you are. You seem embarrassed by loneliness. Like,
Yes.
get to know yourself.
And Paris is a great place to go journal at a cafe
Oh,
and
yeah.
find yourself. What a
What a
dream.
dream.
She has such a perfect opportunity, and I'm just like, do not waste this on this
Yeah,
man.
don't be an idiot. Go live out there. And I guess back.
David's at his lady's doctor's office, and she's like been working all day, and he's like, I'll give you a bath and I'll make you an omelet.
uh-huh. And she's like, well, why don't you just marry me? And he like kind of is weird about it and likes like, oh yeah, I'll marry you. She's like, well, be serious. And he goes, I'll marry you. And she's like, do you know what that is? And he's like, yeah, it's like when you hang for a while. She's like, I accept. And he goes, why? And
And I was like, I wrote 90s movies loved awful proposals. This is
horrible.
another one of those where I'm like, what is this fucking crazy
They
proposal?
make me furious. They make me so upset. But maybe proposals like were just worse then, and that's part of the like, she trapped me into.
She one day was like, well, why don't you marry me? And then I was like,
Oh,
okay.
fine.
She trapped me.
Yeah, I couldn't get out of it. Impossible to get out of.
Yeah.
So he,
David's at Larrabee Communications, their office,
oh
and
yeah, and he drops his brother's
he
ring.
he finds out about the merger, and he's kind of mad about that. And Linus is like, I lied about you, so yeah, we're
Yeah,
doing
with her. He's
this.
like, you don't deserve
Like,
her, but she seems to love you. And David's like, yeah,
mm-hmm.
don't not worry about her mental health.
Yeah, I love that.
Like,
She
yeah,
loves you. And that is sometimes, yeah, a person's obsessed with you, and you're like, is something
yikes.
wrong with you?
It's there
Are
for
you okay? Should I be worried?
yeah. And then all of a sudden, Lyson pulls out a gun and shoots. Sorry, Linus pulls out a gun and shoots the TV.
And I loved this TV B
It's
plot.
so funny. It's so
It's
funny.
so ridiculous. The Tyson family, I guess, has this indestructible TV
Uh,
that can be shot and not
nothing
break.
happens.
And like throughout it, he's like hitting this TV, trying to smash it. He's like, doesn't break. We got to do this merger.
He puts those little like those welder fires
Mhm.
on it. Nothing melts. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um,
so
which
then
maybe there's something symbolic there, but maybe not.
maybe not. So there's a fancy dinner that's like the engagement dinner.
Hmm.
The Tyson dad makes a speech that's kind of wild, and then
It ends with, may your first child be a masculine child.
oh wow, I missed that part. Yuck.
I like that because it doesn't imply a man,
No, just a masculine
just
child.
masculine,
Yeah,
just maybe a really masculine lady, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. And then the like Tyson mother kind of hits on one of the. She says that she was like a stewardess, and I think maybe Linus is like they call them flight attendants, and Tyson's mom is like, I could still get your chair in the upright position. Jesus.
He's like, okay.
Uh-huh.
Sabrina's coming home now, and she,
She doesn't know about the engagement yet. The whole staff is freaking
no.
out. The dad, like, you haven't told her, blah, blah, blah.
Hmm.
And so she comes back and she has like a whole like beautiful haircut, cool outfits, whatever, whatever.
Yeah, and it's the mom's birthday party
Yep.
happening that night.
Hmm.
Linus got her a portable fax machine.
Yeah.
David got her a Picasso painting.
Yep.
And then they have this moment where a dog runs by, and Linus is like, what is that? And she's like, a dog.
Dog. And Elizabeth gives it to her. She couldn't be there. She's
Hmm.
like, here's a thing to take care of forever because I couldn't make.
Yeah, a dog is an insane gift to give somebody.
Yep. And so yeah, David invites her like to his car, and like on the way to the car ride, he clearly has no idea who she is. He just knows that he's
Yes, he randomly sees her, but she's kind of like trying to catch him. She's like, you don't know who I am? Like,
huh? Blah blah blah. Oh, I live on this street. That's crazy. I live on
hmm.
this street. And then eventually, once she gets there, Linus is like, "Oh yeah, hey Sabrina."
Yeah. And David's like, whoa, no way.
Oh,
What the fuck? Your hair's different. That's crazy.
at least he in shapes. I didn't know.
And then he says, you look all grown up. And Linus just goes, David, no.
I like Linus.
I like Linus a lot too. I love Harrison Ford. I love him as
Me
that he's just
too.
always a crotchety old
Yeah,
man.
yeah. And she's been invited to this party, and she tells her dad, like, "Oh, I got invited to the party."
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And dad's kind of like, girl.
"Hmm." And she wears like this dress with a sick little like diamond jacket.
I know her dress is beautiful. Great dress.
Oh, yeah.
I
And
love that like velvety 90s dress.
oh,
That I feel like that style was really popular
it's
around this
so
time.
good. And he immediately goes up to her and like holds her hand. I'm like, what are you doing here? Why are you holding this woman's hand at this party in front of people when you're engaged? And the type
And the
there.
Tysons are there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But David's a fuck boy.
Dumbass. Yeah, he
Hmm.
really is. And so the mom's like, huh? And they're dancing, and she's like, we're dancing here in front of God and everyone. Like, okay. And she's like, I always watch just from that tree over there. And he's like, you're absolutely transformed. And she's like, you're exactly the same.
Like, yeah, I am. Through the window, we see Linus showing people the indestructible TV,
Yes.
just like throughout, we're getting shots of him being like, "All right, now you try to smash it."
You smash it with this. You put fire to it with this. It's so fun. It's so fun. And then at some point she goes, I know it's good. We have to meet. She's like, let's go talk. And she's like, well, it has to be at the solarium. And you have to get
Hmm.
champagne in two glasses. And you'll put them in your pockets. And you have to play this song. And I'm like, oh, God, she's so sick in the head.
She's unwell.
God.
She's like, do the thing that you do to all the other women that you leave. Do that to me.
Yeah.
But this is what, in her like very young brain, she's been watching this over and over and over again, and she's probably like, this is romance.
Yeah, of course. Of
And
course.
this is what she wants. This is what she's been dreaming of.
Ugh. And
There's also a point when they're dancing before she has this talk, and the Tyson family is looking, and to the mom, they're like, who is that? And
Mhm.
mom's like, she's like a sister to him. And the dad is like, I have a sister. That is not how we dance with each other.
They're like a body to body.
And you're not dancing with your siblings like that.
Nah, you're not like touching junk, you know?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Mm. And they like reel in David. They're like, come with us in this room or whatever. And Linus and the mother and David are in there talking. And Linus can tell her that he's got his glasses in his back pocket, his two like champagne flutes.
He knows the trick.
Sorry. And so he like tries at some point to get him to sit down, and he does
Yeah.
sit down on these glasses. And I want to tell you, I took a video of it because one of my good friends has. We were like at my mom's place outside, and she had put a glass like on the seat for a second, and she forgot, and she sat on the glass.
No.
I'd never seen anything like that, so watching this was crazy. Unfortunately, she was fine. It was just cuts, but I'm like, things surely could like go really wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets him to, I mean, and he has to go to the hospital for stitches.
Yeah.
Before all this, he's like, if you screw up with Elizabeth, I swear I'll kill you.
Huh.
And then there's just a funny line from the mom. He was like, Mother, go outside and blow out your candles. And she's like, oh, can't we send somebody?
I love it.
I'm just being so rich that you're like, can somebody else blow out my candles for me? God.
Celebrate my birthday for me. And so Linus goes out to the solarium with the alcohol, the champagne, the glasses, or whatever. And he's like, goes to dance with her. And at some point, he says the line, it's all in the family, which is disgusting. And it is
Hmm.
the same line is in the 1954 film as well. I saw it in the trailer.
Yeah. He's basically like, I'm David sending a message, and he's like, I'm delivering David's message for you. But
Yeah.
it's me doing it. But it's clearly, he's trying to, I guess, seduce her so
I
that
get what
she isn't into David and the wedding. I was like back and forth on his intentions.
Yeah, and most of the time, which is what I didn't like.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he like goes to kiss her and she slaps him.
And
And
then she feels bad, and I was like, don't feel bad. Slap him
yeah,
again.
yeah,
He
do
probably
it.
liked it.
I'm sure he liked it. He's a sicko. And she's like, this is one of those things in those movies where you like give me money to get me away from you, blah 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 blah. At one point, he offers like
Take the money.
dollars, and she's like, no, and he's like, good girl, and she's like, whatever. It's gross.
Mm-hmm.
It's gross. And then at some point, Linus calls the doctor to like the hospital to get him on pills to try to get David on a lot of pills.
Mm-hmm.
Calls for like a fancy plane. And the doctor on the phone is like, "Oof, what happened?" And the doctor on the phone's like, you should have him sue." And Linus like, he's not going to sue his own mother. And then there's a pause. And Linus is like, well, he's not me, you know,
Yeah.
his own mother. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's like, of course he has.
Yes. Yeah. And the mom's like, maybe I should talk to Sabrina. And
And she says, Sabrina, you're very lovely, but David has a short attention span.
yeah, true. And so
Mm-hmm.
they take her to the brother. The brother's on a lot of drugs. And at some point, eventually Linus is like, hey, I need someone to take pictures of my cottage. We're going to put it on the market. I want to come on a private jet
Mm-hmm.
over to the cottage. And they go to the cottage. At some point, he admits he's
Yeah.
lonely.
Yes. Well, she's like, he says he never comes there. And then she's like, can I take a picture of you? And he's like, I don't like having my picture taken. I come out looking depressed.
Yeah. And she's like, are you depressed? And he's like, maybe it's not the right word. It's like, maybe lonely.
They're lonely. It's like probably a little depressed.
Yeah, his whole vibe is depressed. It's his thing.
Hmm.
And at some point, she's gone and he's on the phone with his mom. And he's like, I'm more affected than she is. Like, I damn near cried twice. And I'm like, okay, so he is like having some kind of feelings, I guess.
Yeah. But
And
I was also like, but why? I think I'm like confused. I guess she's pretty.
I think it's because she's pretty, but I think he's also like admitting to things that suck for him to admit to.
Hmm. Yeah. He's saying depressed out loud. He was like,
Yeah.
do I love you?
Yeah, exactly. And so then they go outside and they're walking, and he talks about how he owns that brick building, and then he lies about it. He's like, I donated it to the block as a halfway house, blah, blah, blah.
Hmm.
I go, ooh, ah. That's where I'm like, God, this guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's, well, and he seems to be going back and forth throughout it, like being an asshole, like
yeah,
manipulating her, but then like being like, oh, I actually believe this and like this, and manipulating her and then liking it. And so it's kind of like he's like, I ultimately want this deal to go through, but I
yeah,
also, I guess, am falling for you.
yeah. And they have like a romantic picnic on the beach, and she's like, you know, people
Hmm.
say about you, and he's like, what? And he's like, you're the world's only living heart donor. I don't really get what this line means. Do you know much about this?
So it means he doesn't have a heart. Like he donated his heart. He's heartless, basically, but he's
Oh,
alive.
it's already
Yeah.
been donated. Got it. A
Hmm.
lot of us say we're willing to do like donor stuff on our cards, you know? And that's why I'm like, what do they mean?
You're like, what? No, I think it's calling him heartless.
Got
Uh,
it.
and then she said he thinks morals are paintings on walls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, like, you're a bad person. And he's like, what?
Yeah. And at some point, I think he mentions that David like stopped going to the office and doesn't know how to do anything. And then before they leave each other, she tells Linus, David stopped going to the office and stopped because he knows that you're there and you're covering it all. Which does mean that maybe now that Linus is gone, David will be able to.
I think that's just like excuses, excuses. I don't fucking believe it. I think he's a dumbass. I don't think that he's changed.
Yeah.
Honestly, him in the end being like, I'm going to actually get married and do this. I was like, no, you aren't.
You're a child. You're being a child still.
You're the youngest son
Yeah.
of this wealthy family. Nobody expected anything
Yeah.
of you. Nobody, your older brother's handling everything.
Yes.
Like nobody gave a fuck. You got to be party boy.
Yep.
It's it's the youngest prince anytime, and like royals is always the one who gets to fuck around. Like you're
And
not
he's
running anything.
no, not at all. And eventually she goes to visit her dad, and she says, what was Linus like as a child? And her dad goes, shorter. Yep,
'Cause he's always been this way. I
exactly.
also like the servants are talking about Linus, and one of them's like, I thought Linus was gay. And then another one's like, oh, he's gay. That makes me like him better.
100%. And so Linus is back at the office and he asks his assistant or secretary, like, get me 2 tickets to whatever show is the one that's impossible to get tickets to. And she's like, that's a musical. He's like, that's fine. And she's like, musicals, they break out into song.
She's like, you are aware there will be singing, just so you know.
And is like, hey, that brick building we own, like, tell me what the tax write off is. And if we get a tax write off, donate to the town. And then she's like, I don't even know
Yeah.
if we get a tax write off or not. Like, donate it to
Yeah.
make it a halfway house.
And I do like that, like, I don't know, the tax write-up thing, it's like, okay, you are an asshole businessman, and then they're like, oh, maybe I should
You know
just
what?
do it anyway. But
Yeah.
it again, it feels manipulative. It's like still to get Sabrina, and maybe she'll make him a better person, but also like, why should she have to do that?
Yeah, when she could just be in Paris having her life.
Yes, just be in Paris.
Yeah, so she goes to bring the photographs to him, and she actually gives him the wrong photographs, and then gives him the right ones, and they go out to eat Moroccan food.
Yes. And she's like, it's better if you eat with your hands. And she's telling him about Paris. And he's suddenly having that. He's like, oh my God, the world,
Whole world,
things could be nice.
the world, and they're walking. He asks her some things in French, then he stops, and she looks at me, and he's like, "How do you say in French that I'm looking at what I want right now?" She's like, "I don't know how to
Mm-hmm.
say that," and she like walks away, and
Mm-hmm. They're having, she's like, oh no.
uh-huh. And so they drive home, and David comes out, hobbles out with his cane, and she's like, "David, you need to go rest."
Mm-hmm.
Go rest, because I think she's feeling confused in general about who she wants now.
And David's kind of like, we never had that drink in the solarium. And then she's like, what happens if you take me to the solarium? He's like,
Yes.
whatever, I don't know. Like,
You don't know. He's like, we don't need to figure that out now. And I'm like, God, he's such a dumbass.
yes, I'm like, your marriage isn't even gonna like what?
Yeah. And the next day, Linus is in the office. He's like, I need tickets to France tomorrow for,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and for,
Tyson Dad is saying that someone else wants to like merge with them.
yes, uh-huh.
Elizabeth came home last night, and the dad got the impression that David wasn't as anxious as he should be to see Elizabeth. So he's
Yeah.
starting to be like,
What's going
is
on here?
David gonna fucking do this, or should we work with a different company?
And they're like, yo, Dave's just on pills. He's on pills. Don't worry about it. He's
Hmm.
on pills. And so Linus and the mom talk, and he tells his mom, like, I'm just gonna kind of trick her to France and then ditch her there. And then the mom's like, hey, that really sucks. And he's like, yeah, I learned it from you. And she's like, you didn't learn this from me. This is crazy.
Hmm.
And so he tells Sabrina, like, go to Paris with me, come away with me. And then she gets all excited and tells him all these things. And he's like, never mind, I'm a liar. I admit everything. Like, I'm just going to leave you there.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know, maybe this is when he like they kiss, the assistant walks in,
Yeah.
and she's kind of talking about how she did all this for David, but now he's made her happy, and it's
Yeah.
just like she needs to go be alone at
Yeah.
this point.
So she takes the
Get
ticket.
away from these men.
Yeah. And she goes to where David's playing pool, and he seems upset. And um,
She offers, oh, this is when he offers her to pay her rent, an apartment for her in Paris, a bank account with 500,000
yeah,
francs. Like, girl, take that offer.
but- and the next day, David goes to the office. Linus has booked the Paris ticket for David now. David doesn't know that, so he's pissed off and like punches Linus.
Mm-hmm.
We also find out that her father saved over $2 million for her.
Yes, he reveals that because he was the chauffeur of this wealthy family, he would overhear them talking about their business doings. And whenever they bought stock, he bought it. Whenever they sold it, he sold it. And so he's saved up $2 million.
Yeah. And eventually Elizabeth like goes to David's office and like I guess David tells her everything and um we see that Sabrina's like hugging everyone to say bye, you know.
Hmm.
Joanna's one of the staff, and she says to the father, like, "You never taught us how to get rich." And he's like, "Well, just marry me." And we see the meeting with his mom and with the Tyson parents, and I think Linus is about to kind of tell them all the bad stuff, but then David comes in because I think he realized
And
that
he's like, me and Elizabeth are eloping.
living. And we packed up all your bags, Linus, to go get your girl, essentially. But sign
Yeah.
the merger. And Linus goes, "Ugh, I'm going to go after Sabrina, but she must absolutely hate me." And the mother's like, "She'll get over it. We all do."
Yeah.
And so he gets a
He
car
finds her.
with well, he has a ride with the chauffeur and the father, and the father's like, "You don't deserve her," and he's like, "Yeah, I know, but I need her and I don't need anything, and I'll make her happy." So yeah, he finds her at her apartment in Paris, and he's creepy, and he goes, "It was a lie, and then it was a dream," and she's like, "How can I ever believe you?"
And then the first time she sees it, she's like, how did you know where to find me? And she looked like genuinely upset that he found her.
Yeah, I should be. What? And he,
um, he has this moment. He's like, I think you know I love you. And then he says, save me, Sabrina Fair. You're the only one who can. And for some reason, the like cadence of that felt Star Warsy, with help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. It's not
yeah,
even the same, but it just sounded that way to me.
and it's a reference to where her name is from because when she's on the private jet with him earlier, she tells him about a poem that she's named after where Sabrina is maybe the name of the sprite that saves this virgin. And he's like,
Yeah.
"You the virgin," and she goes, "I'm the savior." And so that's why now he's like, "Save me," blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
then we go back
They
to
kiss.
voiceover and yeah, they kiss, and then the next day they're somewhere in Paris or a next period of time, we don't know. It's daytime, and they're on a bridge, and they're making out.
Yeah. I can't imagine that it's that much of a time jump.
Me neither. I'd say no more than a week, but probably a day.
I just like a lot of this hinges on him going. This one's such a hard one
I
because
know.
I really just want her to be like, okay, bye, go back to your business, and
Yeah,
I'm going to live in France and like
yeah,
have a fabulous life. But
yeah,
I just like, I don't know, as much as she loves Paris and as much as she seems to have like grown into herself, I feel like she's also not a like, I don't know. I think that she might want to go back home and be around her dad. Like, I think she might just let that happen.
yeah. It might be a bummer, sort of forever.
Hmm. I think if they get married, it's forever. But I also like he's gonna be such a workaholic, but she'll have her money.
Yeah, and maybe
He won't be like around all the time.
in all that space she'll develop her own personality and life and whatever, or maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And she could do photography. He could support her photography passions.
Exactly. He can be a like a patron or whatever.
Yeah, it's basically a patron, which by the way,
Have you heard?
have you heard the good news? We have a Patreon. If you would like to be our Linus.
Yes, Carolinas, please. Yeah. Yeah,
What is our final call? I don't know.
I guess like I could see a bummer forever for sure.
Yeah, I think it's either that or I think it ends quickly with him being like, ah, I gotta get back to work. Like David ruined everything, but she might go back with
I think she'd
him.
go back with him.
Yeah, so it might be forever.
Yeah, I'm on bummer forever all of a sudden. I hate a bummer forever, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. And, you know, if you're going to have a bummer forever, you might as well be rich.
For sure. If you're gonna have a bummer or anything, you might as well be rich.
Yeah, yeah. Things are going to suck. At least have money.
Always have the money, you know? Yeah,
All right, bummer forever.
forever. This has
This
been
has been When Harry Dubbed Sally. Thank you so much for the recommendation, Sabrina, Ma. And if you would like to join our Patreon, you can also suggest movies for us to do every month.
Yeah,
and get special episodes, etc.
yeah, and ours come out normally here every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.